Hello, welcome back. RealCopStoriesVideos.com, pushing 370 cop stories. Please look them up. They're all my babies. 99% of them I did all myself. The other 1% I heard or were part of it. Gross alerts, vice, narcotics, dogs, exploding bodies. Look them all up. They're my babies. In addition to those, over 200 question and answers. So ask me a question. I'll respond directly to you, and then I'll put it on video. Okay, or I'll talk about it on video. Ask me a question. Email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Okay, we're talking about golf. My friend said, bring up some things about what guys do with golf, and it's pretty funny, okay? Some things are pretty good. Okay, again, we have to pass a battery of psychological exams because we carry guns, and we always make jokes saying that we're the only profession that's certified sane. Because you can't have people that are unstable. Carrying weapons, we've got shotguns, we've got pistols, public trust, be able to respond to calls, be able to handle family disputes. We have to be stable. But sometimes, off-duty, things happen, and you wonder, wow. We used to make jokes like, how did he pass the psych exam? Because, you know, they did. I mean, it's just the things that we do stuff. We're a human race, too. Most people think we aren't. And we make mistakes, do stupid, funny things. Some things are really stupid. Some things are really funny. Some things are really funny. Okay. Let me tell you about one of the guys I used to work with. Wasn't a very good golfer. Bought some golf clubs at a cheap discount store. And we're out there, and we're not all good at the time. We're all shooting 100, 105. We don't care. We take off duty. We work together. Can you imagine? We work together, 40, 50-hour week. And then we take a day off and we all go play golf together. That's how pretty much close we were, okay? Tight group of guys. There was 6 of us, and we had a good time together. 4 of us played golf, and 2 didn't. So the 4 of us really tight. And we worked narcotics at the time, so we're working together, and this is the assistant, this is one of the guys that we work with. Well, this day we're playing at a really old golf course in LA, tree-lined, and there's a couple of holes on there. They have trees in the middle of the fairway. It's kind of chicken, but, that's the way they got it. So we're playing this one day, and this is a municipal, there's 2 courses on this complex, 2 huge municipal golf courses, and they are really packed. It's LA, it's almost downtown, okay? It's in Griffith Park, if everybody knows about Los Angeles. Very, very crowded. In fact, it's so crowded, they don't even use names. When you check in, they give you a number, and they say number 4 on the tee, number 5 on the tee, because they don't want to, they have all kinds of mix of names there, because they have Asian names, Iranian names, Armenian names, Mexican names, and all those starters, I heard, they got tired of trying to pronounce Izukama or whatever, and so they decided just to give numbers. So, you get your number, okay, and you just put, and they go, number 47, oh, we're 46, we're next, whatever. So that's how they do that. So it's very crowded, okay. So my assistant squad leader and this guy that owned one of the guys in there had a really cheap set of clubs, really cheap. But his wife, for her birthday, bought him at the time, it was, I don't know if I can say the name of it, but it doesn't really matter. It's a really expensive 3-wood, okay, made by Taylor. And he kept saying, that's the only club in my bag. He said, all the other clubs aren't even worth what this costs. My wife bought it for me, like $150 or so at the time, which back in the early 80s, now they're over 300. And he's bragging about that. Okay, fine, I don't care. So we're playing golf. So we're on the fairway on a par 5, and there's that stinking trees out there. Okay, so he hits a bad golf ball. It hits the tree, and it bounces sideways. So he's mad. He's not normally a club thrower, really isn't. He got mad. He went, this is my 3-wood. I bought this thing for me. I went to the range. It should be working. And he throws it. Okay, well, he threw it into the tree. Okay, it wasn't a big tree. It was a tree that was growing. Okay, the trunk was about maybe this big around, and it went up about 10 feet, and then it kind of spread out. They made it like an umbrella-size thing, So it was kind of sparse, but it still had leaves in it. But it wasn't like one of these big, humongous redwoods or something. It was just a growing tree. He threw it in there, right? He looks at it. Of course, it didn't come down. He's staring at it. They're standing. Him and my assistant are looking at it. And I pull up another guy. We're looking and go, "There's your club, man." And it's way up there. I mean, way up there. He goes, "How did you get that down?" I said, "I don't know." And my assistant squad leader, SWAT officer, been involved in a few shootings, very crusty old guy. He goes, "Oh, no big deal. We'll just park under it, and I'll hold on to your leg and whatever. And you climb up on the roof of the golf cart and get it down." Okay. Golf carts that have roofs are only for rain. Okay, they're not to withstand rocks, any kind of weight. Okay, they're on a aluminum frame, really, that just kind of goes up and over, right, and down with the fiberglass top, just to keep the rain out and the sun. They're not there to support a 265, well, it was kind of heavy, 285-pound man. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, fine. So they're over there, we're kind of going, I don't know what you should be doing. I don't know, though. I can do it. So they pull it in. Of course, it was kind of comical. It looked like Laurel and Hardy because both of them were kind of heavy. And my buddy who had the club, he was built like Bluto, he had the big belly on him and everything. So the assistant's he took his shoes off because he got spikes. So he's got him on the side of the cart and he's grabbing his butt. And we're watching, like, I wish I had a camera. We're looking at this. You got a camera? I don't have a camera. Guy, grabbing my butt. It was just like, oh my gosh. So he's trying to push him up on the roof. So he gets up on the roof on all fours. And we're just standing there going, this is not going to end well. Okay. Because he's like this, the carts are kind of unstable. He's grabbing onto it. And you're okay, you're okay. Okay, well, here comes a marshal and a course guy on golf carts. Here they come. Dun, 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 dun. Well, what happened was we were close to the clubhouse. Somebody saw it. Here they come. And they were yelling before, within range. They were already yelling before they even got close. Get off that cart! Yeah, they're throwing F-bombs. Oh, no. We're going, oh. And we're going like this. I don't know these guys. We're already rolling over. We don't know these guys. We pull off the side. We're just going to watch this. Get off the top of that car. Who do you think you are? The tops are, on $800. They're always yelling out all kinds of amounts of money for this roof, right? Get off of there, you fat ass. Hey, you calling a fat ass? Oh, here we go. Okay, so they climb down. Now you have these guys yelling at each other. My partner was yelling. He was mad because he called him a fat ass. And this guy said, well, I'm sorry I used that term, but you should be done. Okay, so now they're arguing, apologizing. You're not getting up there. My club's up there. I don't care. You threw it up there. That's the way it's going to. You're not going to climb on top of it. Well, someone should get a ladder. We're not ever get a ladder. Get out of here. Keep moving on. Look behind you. We look behind. All these golf carts are waiting behind us. Remember now, it's packed in there. Get out of here. We're going to kick you off the course, and I'm going to call the police to get you off the course. We're the police. Okay. So I'm going, oh no, guys, move on, because again, our department wants us to have some kind of etiquette and courtesy when we're not working. We're not supposed to be into F-bombs and fighting about this, okay? Our department takes that very serious. They think your chromosome is messed up. So if they call the cops and they respond, they're going to find out who we are, okay? And then they're going to call our captain. And then they're going to make a complaint. Because as soon as these civilians find out that we're cops, what do they think? Cops shouldn't act this way, right? Cops shouldn't be on a roof, shouldn't be throwing F-bombs, so this and that. So that's unethical, and you cannot do that, because once our captain finds out about it, you're going to spend a day or two at home without pay. Okay, you cannot do that. That goes back to that psychological thing, is you have to put up with things that most civilian job people don't have to. Like your neighbor has his trash can in your driveway. You can't walk out there and empty your trash into his driveway and say you're an a-hole and leave. You can't do that. You have to suck it up. You have to be nice and courteous, because if he turns you in, your department's going to say CUBO, conduct of becoming an officer, a statute, not a statute, it's an administrative thing they use to say you did something that is not illegal, really is not ethical, but it's against policy to act like that. It's a code of conduct. Okay, so, and you can get day off without pay with that, or you get a reprimand, or something could happen to you. So it's the way it is. You swear that you're going to be a law-abiding person and not do that sort of thing. So I said, come on, you guys, let's go. Okay, fine. So he drove off. So the next hole we're on the tee box, he goes, man, what am I telling my wife? I said, well, tell her it got stolen. Don't tell her you threw it in a tree. He's a really nice guy. I lied to her? Well, what are you going to do? You're going to go home and tell her you threw it in a tree and you got in trouble for trying to get it, and now it's still in that tree? You know, kind of a conversation that's going to have for the next few days. That was a prize club she bought you. Yeah, I think I'll just tell her somebody stole it. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay, fine. So, that was the end of that episode. Okay, same guy. Remember, we have some days off, so a couple weeks later, we're playing a golf course. His clubs he had are very inexpensive. Okay. So we played this one course until dark. We all went in and had dinner and some beers. Okay, and then we all left. So the next day we're working, and he pulls up to me and my partner he goes, oh man, what's the matter? He goes, I left my golf clubs last night on the golf club rack outside the golf course here on the rack. Cover for me. I'm gonna go see if we were close to the golf course. Cover for me. I'm gonna go see if somebody turned them in. I said, okay, fine. So he leaves, and we're going, okay, well, why would someone do that? I don't know. Who knows? Comes back an hour later, looking really dejected. I go, what happened? Well, I pulled up in the parking lot. I was gonna walk into the pro shop, and my clubs are still sitting there on the rack. We started laughing. He goes, they're so cheap, nobody wanted to steal them. I said, well, you're lucky. Why? Well, maybe somebody saw the bag, taking the clubs out, put them on the ground, take the bag and leave, because you got golf balls in there and a few other things. He goes, yeah, you're lucky. He goes, really? Oh, I don't think so. Well, you got your clubs? Yeah, I got them. So he felt really bad that they were so cheap. He was happy that they weren't stolen, but they were so cheap nobody wanted them. That's kind of weird. Okay. But anyway, so that's my double story on that guy. Pretty nice guy. We did some things to him earlier. I can't tell what we did to him, but I can't say it on tape, but a good practical joke receiver. We did some practical jokes on him, but he's a really nice guy. We're all retired now, and he's visiting his family over the world. His children are teaching all over the world, and he's a really nice guy. So anyway, hope you enjoyed those stories, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.